Coin On.
Hey there, YouTube coin community. This is Dustin with CoinOp. Today, we are going to be taking a look at over mint mark varieties in the Lincoln Cent series. Now, an over mint mark is much more scarce and much more rare than a repunched mint mark. You can find repunched mint marks for just about every year throughout the Lincoln Cent series up into the 1980s when they changed how they do the mint marks. Now, on this list, it is not very long because there are not very many. Now, what an over mint mark is when a mint mark gets punched over top of a different mint mark. So we're going to dive right on in to over mint marks. First, we are taking a look at a 1911D, which is a Denver mint, a 1911D over S, a D over D over S. It's a triple repunched mint mark. It is listed as WOMM-001 or RPM-005. The lower curve of an S mint mark can be seen to the south of the primary mint mark. Now, when researching this variety, I was only able to find just a couple known examples. It does seem to be fairly scarce. Now, values on this coin seem to range anywhere from low-grade circulated condition around $60 up to high-grade uncirculated condition around $3,800. So these can be quite valuable if you do come across one. So do keep your eyes open for these. Now we are taking a look at a 1944 D over S. This is listed as OMM-001. This is by far one of the most famous Lincoln over mint marks in the entire series. You can find this listed in the Red Book, Cherry Pickers, just about every reference website that is out there. Now, a very strong S can be seen north of the primary mint mark and also through the middle of the primary mint mark. Now, values on this typically range anywhere from $60 in lower grade up to $700 in uncirculated grades, and much more so for very nice uncirculated examples. Okay, we are moving on to a 1944 D over S. This is over mint mark 002, OMM-002. This one is very similar to the prior one, just the S can be seen to the left and in the middle and below the primary mint mark. It's not as obvious to the naked eye. You kind of do need a jeweler's loupe to see it. This is also a very popular variety as well. Now, examples on this one seem to trade in lower grade for around $20, and nicer uncirculated graded examples seem to trade for around $240. Okay, we are moving on to another popular Lincoln Cent over mint mark variety. This is the 1946 S over D. This is listed as OMM-001. A D mint mark can be seen centered and under the primary mint mark. This is actually a really cool example of an over mint mark in my opinion. I really enjoy this example. This is very popular. This one you can also find a listing for it in the Red Book and just about every major reference publication that is out there. Okay, now I left this section empty. There are 3 different varieties that have been listed as a 1951 D over S or over mint mark, a Denver mint over San Francisco mint mark. But it is possible that they are not. It is possible that they are just repunched mint marks. John Wexler has pulled all of his listings for them as well as Crawford. So some places list them as over mint marks and some places will have them listed as repunched mint marks. So I just did not include them in this list just to get past any potential controversy or arguments or whatever. So we are going to just move on. And we are going to move on to the 1956 D over S. This one is over mint mark 001, OMM-001. An S mint mark can be found between the lower 1 and 9 of the date. Now, the Denver mint mark is not punched over top of this San Francisco mint mark. It is, I like to call it a shadow S. I don't know what other people call it. That's what I tend to call it. But you will clearly see a faint S mint mark right underneath the 1 and 9 of the date. This is one of my favorite varieties. I have cherry-picked a couple of these over the years. Now, values on this one tend to range anywhere from about $5 in low grade up to $60 in higher grade. Now, I have noticed that slabbed graded examples tend to trade higher than what I can find for listed prices. For example, I had an MS62 PCGS graded example that I sold a couple years ago, and I sold mine for $165. So I think a lot of the prices that I've been finding on websites for value is a little low. Just keep that in mind. Okay, we are moving on to a 1956 D over S. This is a over mint mark 002, OMM-002. An S mint mark can be seen northeast of the primary mint mark. This one is also another little shadow one. It's right there to the northeast of the main mint mark. These ones tend to trade for between $5 in lower grade examples up to $40 in higher grade examples, and more so for nice slabbed graded examples. We are going to finish up this list with a 1981 D over S. This one is listed as WOMM-001. I cannot find a whole lot of information about this variety for you. There seem to only be just a few known examples. So if any of you guys do happen to find one of these and would like to send me some images, I would personally love to study this coin. I have never seen an example of one of these in hand, in person at all. Now, this is an S mint mark that can be seen north of the primary mint mark. Once again, it's kind of a shadow mint mark. In my opinion, it's really cool. And like I said, I could only find just a few images of this variety. It is listed in John Wexler's files and Crawford's files, so it is a known variety, but it is fairly scarce, and I cannot find any kind of values or find one that has sold, so I have no kind of basis to give you a value on this one. So hopefully if one of you guys find one, you can tell me what you sell it for, and I can go from there. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope we gave you something to look for, something to search for when you are searching your Lincoln cents. Make sure you are checking for double dies, mint errors, repunched mint marks, and of course, over mint marks like we just discussed. You can always find Robert Lawson or myself in the CoinOp group on Facebook. I will post a link down in the comments so that you can always just head on over and join the group, join in the fun. We do have a website if you have not been to it. It is varietyerrors.com. Once again, it is varietyerrors.com. Go check it out. I will also post a link to that as well. If you would like to help our channel, you could do so by hitting the like button. The more people that hit the like button, the more and more YouTube shares our videos with other people. So if you'd like to help us, hit that thumbs up button, give us a like, and also subscribe. We love having everybody subscribe and building the coin community here on YouTube. Once again, thank you for your view and stay tuned. We have a lot more in work.